Welcome to this week's edition of Eye on the Eagles. The men's and women's golf teams opened the week for the Eagles by hosting the Eagle Invitational. The men finished second in the event with 888 strokes. Patrick Byrne and Tyler Green tied for 6th place and were the top Eagle finishers, carding 222s. The women's team won the event for the first time since 2010, posting a 633. Mackenzie Cunningham finished second overall for the Eagles with a 2-round total of 151, with rounds of 77 and 74. Fatima Kuriles was third with a 153. The men's tennis team defeated Lafayette 9-0 last week, while also jumping to number 6 in the national rankings. The Eagles defeated Lafayette without losing a set, and Miguel Lopez Gomez scored the clinching point for the blue and gold. Softball played 2 non-conference doubleheaders last week, besting Mount Mercy and Albany State, and run rule shortened games. Against Mount Mercy, the Eagles came out on top, 13-5 and 10-2. Raquel Bianco improved to 7-3 on the year in the circle in Game 1 and came just a single short of hitting for the cycle in Game 2. Cassidy Simons got a win in the circle while also recording her 3rd homer of the season. Anna Battison was 4 for 7 in the series, scoring 4 runs, picking up 2 RBIs and hitting her 2nd homer of the year, while also stealing a base. Against Albany State, the Eagles won 9-0, while the second game was called early due to rain. Simons and Alice Donahoe combined for a 1-hitter while striking out 7 in the win. Simons also went 2 for 2 at the plate with 3 RBIs and a sacrifice fly. Haley Lewis was a perfect 3 for 3 at the plate as well, scoring 2 runs and driving in 2 runs. The baseball team picked up a series win over number 2 Tampa last weekend. The Eagles fell to the Spartans on Friday night 14-10, but came back to win the next 2 in walk-off fashion, 8-7 and 11-10. In Friday's 8-7 win, a fly ball off the bat of Joshua Garcia got lost in the lights to fall between 2 Tampa outfielders in the bottom of the 9th to score Liam Goodall for the winning run. Corey Tufts was solid in his start against the Spartans, pitching 8 innings against the defending national champs, allowing just 3 runs on 5 hits. On Saturday, the game had to go to 10 innings before the Eagles won it on a Jonathan Camp single up the middle that allowed Anderson Velasquez to score. Kyle Zerbies went 5 for 8 in the 3-game series, scoring 5 runs, recording 3 RBIs, and hitting his 2nd homer of the season, while coming in on short notice to pitch for the blue and gold. He saw 2 2/3 innings of relief on Saturday, striking out 3 to allow the Eagles to pick up the series win. The men's and women's track and field teams competed in the UNF Spring Break Invitational last week. James Bullock won the pole vault with a height of 4.70 meters. In the 800 meters, Callahan Warren took home 3rd place with a time of 1:53.26, while Jamin Mays finished 7th in the event in 1:55.49. On the women's end, Michaela Hakama earned a 5th place finish in the 3,000-meter steeplechase, clocking in a time of 11:53.32. Following last weekend's action, Mackenzie Cunningham and Kyle Zerbies have been named Student Athletes of the Week. Coming up this week for ERAU Athletics, the women's tennis team returns to action on Tuesday after being rained out last week. The Eagles face LSU Alexandria at 3:30 p.m. and then Lynn on Wednesday at 3:30 as well. The men's tennis team also goes up against Lynn on Wednesday, getting underway at 3:30 p.m. Baseball goes on the road for a game at Weber International on Wednesday at 6 p.m. and then travels to play St. Leo in a 3-game series starting Friday at 6, with a doubleheader Saturday at 1 p.m. The softball team hosts Lynn this weekend for a 3-game series. It gets started at 6 p.m. on Friday and finishes with a doubleheader on Saturday starting at 1. The men's and women's track and field teams return home this weekend to host the Embry-Riddle Spikes Classic on Saturday. Tune in next week for more game highlights and a look ahead at what's to come.